Hello to thee, my kindred. I hope you're all having a wonderful morning, afternoon, evening, and night, wherever and whenever you are. My goodness gracious. Goodness gracious me. Why is Streamline? I'm not even gonna question it. I'm just gonna continue on with whatever the heck I'm planning to do, which is basically just the usual. Just relax, just chill. We're just here. We're just here to be and exist. And I guess I'm here to also plan things for the week. This glorious week. For it is the holiday week. Where we have Christmas and then we got New Year. Well, no, New Year's technically comes around next week. Not the one that's coming right up, but the one afterwards. I feel like it usually is not the case for that sort of thing to happen, where you have Christmas and New Year's in 2 separate weeks, but maybe I'm just a fool. That would mean that Christmas would need to land if you want it to be in the same week as New Year. Actually, is that even possible? I don't think so. Maybe I'm going crazy. Maybe the time to me is weird. Trying to measure out how the days of the weeks in a month go. It's not the most successful endeavor I've taken upon myself. I will be honest. Honestly, I didn't feel like streaming today. Not for any bad reason. I'm just tired. I was originally planning to just dip out for today and raw dog the week like I sometimes tend to do, but I thought better of it. My eyes are still like doing that thing where they tear up out of nowhere. Let me see, is this the old schedule? It is indeed the now old schedule, so we'll get rid of that. I feel like I still got quite a few things to do. Let's see. I'll have to... we haven't gotten back to the Iliad in a bit. So Wednesday is when Christmas comes around. We'll keep Fridays as Dead Space days, unless we want to move that to Tuesday and have Friday be something different. I just have it there for, for ease of predictability, so that you guys know what's up and when it's up. But I could move it around. Hunter the Parenting, we still got 1 episode of Hunter the Parenting to do, and then we'll also just probably watch a lore video after the 5.1 chapter. So we'll keep Saturday as that. I'll have to call it something else afterwards, after we finish, but we'll just have it be a day where we watch stuff, as always. I might even change that up in the future, honestly. The reason I have had it on Saturdays is because I can very easily just do as I please without worrying about anything else, and people are off on Saturdays usually in some way, shape, or form, so it makes my life a little easier when I can do that then. When do I want to move Dead Space to, though? Or where do I want to move it to? I forgot to... Blah. I'm gonna just not worry about it. I forgot to go on the Discord today and be like, good morning, guys. I always forget. Like, every day. We could do Dead Space on Tuesday. I want to do it on Tuesday, I think. Just a little bit of Dead Space on Tuesday. Yeah. Let's put Dead Space on Tuesday. Dead Space. Monday can be... Since we haven't done any reading on the Iliad for a bit. We can do that tomorrow. Wednesday is the Christmas, so Christmas. I don't even know how to spell. I do not know how to spell. Okay, Christmas stream on Wednesday. Thursday is... I'm pretty sure Wednesday is Christmas. Let me double check. When is Christmas? It is confirmed. December 25th. Which is not Wednesday, apparently. It's Thursday. Okay, Christmas is on Thursday. Why did I think it was on Wednesday? Okay, Wednesday is Christmas Eve, I suppose. So it's the 25th. Okay. Okay, Thursday. It's on Thursday, not Wednesday. That changes things a little. Christmas stream on Thursday. Okay, on Thursday, not Friday. There we go. I don't know how I made that mistake of thinking it was on a Wednesday. That gives me Wednesday. I could do Daggerfall. No, because then if I do... I might skip Underrail this week, honestly. Can't really skip on Daggerfall just because you have to grind through that. So we'll keep... I'll have to choose whether I want to do that on a Friday or a Wednesday. Might do Daggerfall on a Wednesday, leave Friday for something. Do I have a game I can play on Friday? I likely do. I forgot it was the winter sale until the 5th of January. Let's see. What do I have that I can... that I can play? I did get a game for free. I don't know if it's on Twitch, though, if it's streamable. Let me double check. I don't even know how long this game is. Let's see. Where do I go to? Okay, game details. Nope, I'm gonna sneeze. No, my throat hurts a little bit. Not really my lungs this time around. Jesus. There we go, store page. I don't know why. I'm such a buffoon. I was looking for the store page so that I may actually see some information on the game. I really still do wish that Steam just told you the average length of gameplay for these games. That would make my life a little easier. Six hours, 8 hours, 16 hours, 6.7, 4, 7.8, 10. Either way, the game I'm looking at right now that I got for free is basically, it's a visual novel, I suppose you can call it that, right? So it's gonna be a bit of a long one for me to get through either way, just because I take my sweet time reading anything. I guess I could go on... There's a specific website that is... Or, I suppose... Yeah, it is meant for that kind of questioneering. I just have to actually look it up. What was the name of that damnable little site? Damnable positive, not damnable negative. I guess I can just look up the game itself. I'm sure it'll pop up. Zato. Z A T O That's an itch.io as well. I didn't know that. Okay, that contains spoilers. Hey, Okay, I cannot seem to find the information I wish. That's fine. I'll just choose to play it on Friday anyways. Why not? Actually, I have to see if it's on Twitcheroonie. It is on Twitcheroonie. Probably not on YouTube's little thing, so I'll have to just put it under, what do you call it? Games and demos. I'm pretty sure YouTube has its own games and demos little section. Wednesday shall be when we play the Agrafall, so the Elder Scrolls 2. Oh. 2. Daggerfall. There we go. The week is planned out. Now you just gotta download this. This is for the 22nd until the 28th. You gotta remember that. Post it on the Discord. I think the 28th is the end of this upcoming week. Yes, it is. There we go. And then I also need to go and post it on YouTube. Let's see. Go to posts if things will load quick enough. Thank you. View channel. Go to posts. There we go with that. Schedule for December 22nd until the 28th. Now, I've been staying up very late again throughout this entire week so far, and I fear I may continue that as a little habit. Not a good one, mind ya, but a habit nonetheless. I've been staying up into the mid-morning, essentially. Which, I guess it kind of makes sense. I do go to sleep at what is... Or sorry, I do wake up to stream at what is a little bit past the afternoon in my time zone. So it makes sense that, you know, by the time I go to sleep, it's already... It's already like not that much time before noon rolls around again. Alright, there we go. Got that done. Get rid of that. I actually have to go through making thumbnails again. I don't wanna. I'm gonna be honest, I really don't wanna do that. I don't wanna. But what choice do I have? It is something that must get done. I forgot that I have Steam still open. Let me close that. I gotta look up if I wish to buy any more games from Steam. Because I don't know. I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure some of the ones I have had on my wish list for a good while are on sale. But then again, I'm not really sure if I wish to play them as much as I used to want to play them at some point. Okay. I'm gonna need to look up a video as well. Is this the site I usually use? Not really. Let me go to this one. Okay, how do I use this again? There we go. Right. Save image. I gotta delete a bunch of images from my my stuff that I just kind of got here in my folder to clean things up and make them more normal and not so messy. Oh, I forgot which one of these Burger Krieg videos I was told to watch. I guess Werewolf the Apocalypse would be a good one. Let me actually go into the playlist section he's got here. I'm sure. Okay, there we go. World of Darkness. I wanted to look at the playthrough, full playlist. Thank you. The 9 traditions, that's for mages. Wraith, legions and guilds. Mage the technocracy. So there's 2 different videos on mages. There's the technocracy, and then there's one that I think is just straight up on... Okay, this is Mage the Ascension. I am sure they're both having to do with one another. Changeling the Dreaming. The Showa, let's see... Yeah, I think the one we wanted to watch was the werewolf one. So let me keep an eye on this one and yoink that for the thumbnail. I will be needing this. Thank you very much. I didn't even spell werewolf correctly. Whatever. Okay, how are we gonna do this thumbnail? Get that in there. Get that in there. And we're gonna have to do this one a little differently. Do I know how to spell? Sorry, I'm like looking at the word more, and I'm actually, I'm actually confused a little bit. Go back to this. Get that out of there. Okay. These are gonna have to be smaller than they usually are, but how about like this? Get that one like that. This one should be probably the same size. I probably shouldn't have messed with that other one's angle until I had actually sized it correctly. That's basically the same. Yeah, I think those two will be the ones that I'm watching anyhow, so keep those there. Background for this. I can just make it that weird little purpleness. I do like purple. Where's the gradients? Gradient thing here. Kinda, actually this kinda works good this time around. Cause the second thumbnail of the video I'll be watching on Saturday has got yellow, and the plain police work got purple in it. So if I keep the top half with a more purple shade and the bottom half with a more yellow shade, it makes sense. Probably should still have like a little box around either of them. Maybe I could leave it like that. Not sure. I don't wish for things to look. I need to stop bouncing my Lego, so sorry about that if you've heard that. I have a tendency to just do that. I wish I didn't. Let me take in some coffee. Yeah, that's hot. Little boxes. How can I make this work? Okay, I'm gonna need to get one of these. You know what? I think I can in fact make this work. I don't think this is at the exact angle. I wish it told me. No, it is. Okay. These two things are at the exact angle right there, so just gonna go like that. Go like that. Then put it on a layer that's behind. Though that's looking a little big. Cassador, hail to thee. You arise from the depths of Nurgle, plagued by the common cold. No! Damnable piece of creation, that Nurgle. I hope you are blessed soon enough to be healed. For none shall have to suffer as you do, or should suffer as you do. How are things beside that, though? I hope they're alright. I hope you are, at the very least, keeping yourself warm and, you know, with good drink in hand, perhaps. A little coffee, a little tea, whatever may be your preference. Why does this look kind of funky? Do I have to lower this piece a little bit more? I think I do. I have to zoom in if I want to do incremental little things. Sorry, right now I'm just making the thumbnail for this week's catalog of streams, I guess I'll call it that. Because I already got the schedule pumped out, which is on the posts thing on YouTube or on the Discord, depending on whichever you wish to look from. That's good enough, I think. You know what? Now I do tend to, you know, I'll show the thing for when I'm making these thumbnails. And I usually do that anyhow. So let me just go over here and bring, what's it called? Great, your wife and you are gonna have another baby. Holy moly! More children! Yippee! That is great to hear. Congratulations. Wondrous, 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 bringing new life into the world. I hope it all goes well. That's the wrong one. Where's the other Canva? There we go. I hope all things go well. Blessings be to you and the family. That's always great to hear. You don't hear often anymore that people are having kids, you know? So when you do, it's like, my goodness. Good tidings, as they say. Good tidings. What is this angle at? Okay, let's keep it at 4. There we go. Pine, hail to thee as well. How do you do on this fine Saturday? No, Sunday. Sunday. I almost forget. And we're gonna make this one yellow. Yellow. Okay, that's the... I forgot that. No, I want to change this. How do I change the color for this? Square. I don't want to change the text color. Text color can remain the same. I don't care about the text color. I need the squares color to change. There we go. That's how you do it. Make it slightly taller. Slightly lower. I think it automatically kind of knows what it's got to do. Then I'll tell it to go backwards. I'm gonna have to do that like 3 times, I think. Backwards. And... well, you waited an hour and a half trying to publish your Days of Feast scavenger hunt because you kept messing up a lot. Oh, what did you do exactly? Well, how did you mess it up? Was it the actual little projection thing, or was it just the paragraphs? There we go. That top bit might be... it feels like the lower bit is a little too... there we go. That seems a little more equal, a little more well-rounded on all sides, I think. Maybe stretch this bit out. No, that's a little too far. Right there. That looks about right for both of those things. Messing up the paragraph orders and the expressions. I see. You know, but you understand. It's rough out there. Best to stay at home and wait for everything to blow over. Shame that it never does. Oh, goodness. It surely never does. But hey, as long as people keep working at it, I do believe eventually things will, you know, the waters will calm, so to speak. And things will hopefully you know, get back into proper order, as they say. At least that's the hope. I have hope for humanity as a whole, anyways, so we'll make it through. We'll make it through one way or another. uh, maybe lower this a little more. Smidge. Lower it a smidge. Now it looks too long. Come on. No. Okay, went too far up. There we go. That's good enough. Thumbnail number 7. Alright, that's one thumbnail done. We need the other one. I should probably drag this over here too. There we go. Dead space is the next thing. I have the Iliad to worry about as well. I need to find a screenshot for Dead Space. The Dead Space ones are always tricky for me because I don't really take screenshots while I'm in the game. Just because that's, difficult to do. Let's call it Dead Space 3 thumbnail. Which means I have to go and look for some random person's screenshot so that I can use that. I did defeat the boss, the little weird tentacle creature thing, so I guess I could look for a screenshot of that. Dead Space 2008. Honestly, I did kind of forget where I last even left off when it came to Dead Space. I think it was after the ship crashed into... Yeah, I remember at least that much. Military ship just came in and kind of crashed into our into our ship. Nothing too good about that, mind you. I'm still baffled by how those military guys couldn't defeat one necromorph or whatever it's necromorph, right? Yeah. One of them. It is one of them that they got from an escape pod that has a window on it. I guess it would be strong enough to break through the window, theoretically, but then again, you'd think maybe not. You'd think it would take a couple of very strong hits to the window before it would be able to theoretically break through and surprise attack the guys on the ship, but nope. Hmm. I'm gonna be honest, I don't remember anything past... I feel like I've played, or at least seen bits and pieces of, like, the other Dead Spaces, but I honestly don't remember them all that much either. Dead Space 1 really is the only one I remember. Kind of. From, like, watching stuff. I don't think maybe I've played parts of 3 somewhere. Maybe, like, a demo or something at some point when those used to be a thing. A screenshot of the ship about to hit with the bubble speech saying, "I'm from the government. I'm here to help." That what's funny? I was thinking about that. At least using a screenshot of one with the ship crashing towards the ship you're on. Didn't think about the "I'm from the government" part. That would be funny. Let me see if I can find a screenshot. Military. Right, that's where we ended off last time. We were on that ship after throwing away all of the nuclear material into space, which is surely not gonna have consequences. Well, I guess it is literally some planet in the middle of nowhere, so that it literally will not have consequences. Hmm. Why does it? Okay, no. I need like into Ishimura. I might have to go into my own stream and just screenshot that. You remember when 2 came out? You marathoned it for 12 hours. Psh, sheesh. You must have really wanted to play that then. God damn. I feel that though. I feel that. I feel like that's, I feel as though that's a common thing, like so many people will just marathon a game. Dude, you can't even, honestly, nowadays, I'm surprised at how quickly people get through games because a game will drop, right? And then you'll see a YouTube video about it, about like a 12-hour long game in like 6 hours, full playthrough or whatever. And it's like, how did you do this? This game is 12 hours long. how how do you get a video out in six? That doesn't make sense. Although I suppose time zone differences and whatnot, but it's always funny to see that happen. Yes, everybody's immediately trying to play the game as quickly as possible, whatever that game is, whether it's good or bad. Man, I still remember when midnight releases used to be a thing. Huh. It's the little things, you know? It's the little things you miss. Okay, why can't I find like a single screenshot of the UMS Valor? That's apparently what the ship is called. UMS Valor. Oh, kind of bumped my mic there for a second. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go into my own VODs to try and get that screenshot. Let's see, where do I want to get it from? Let's go here. Let's go. Probably Twitch is better to try and get the screenshot from. Elder Scrolls. There we go. Dead Space. I just gotta skim through this whole thing. Put it on silence because I don't want to hear my own voice. When you think about it, you used to know a guy who would get through an entire anime series in a single day. You're convinced he has time dilation powers. Oh man, I used to do the exact same thing. I've stopped watching anime for a bit. I need to get back on the wagon, so to speak, when it comes to watching anime, because I sort of go on and off of watching anime, but I used to do the exact same thing. It is definitely an experience. You have to like really be into that particular thing though, in order to just watch it for the whole 24 hours. My goodness. Because I remember, I think the first anime that I watched from beginning to end was Durara? If that's the name of it, I believe it was Durara. I might pull it up. Show a little picture of it. Let's see. Durara. Okay, it's Durarara. 3 Ras. Which was a fun one. And it's weird to me that I still remember that being like the first one I've binged. Even though I don't remember the anime itself. I remember like pieces of it, but not the whole thing. I think it had something to do with like, I remember that the motorcycle lady with the motorcycle helmet that had the cat ears was a Dulahan. that's that's like about the most confident thing I remember. It's just she's a Dulahan. She's one of those like, I don't know if you know what a Dulahan is, but like a headless horseman, basically. She got no head. And then I think there was something involving some gangs, I think, as well in the show. It was kind of weird. It was like a mix mash of things, but it was a fun wash. Come on, where's the scene? That's the part where you shoot the... Right, it's after you shoot the big tentacle thing that's outside. That's where the ship crashes in. You fell off of anime when every fantasy series starting some MMO terms and mechanics in the universe rubs your tism the wrong way. Your wife used to watch it back when you were dating. Oh, I assure you there are better things now. Like, you always got to remember that with anime there is like a gazillion different shows. Nowadays, I would understand if you can't get back on the wagon though. You got things going on. It would be kind of hard to in your position. I still gotta get off of the habit of like watching something halfway through, because that's what I did with that. When Uma Musume, like, the gotcha game came out. I tried watching the anime and I liked it, but I've only I did that thing where I watched like 4 episodes and then I stopped. I gotta keep watching that one and another one that I've forgotten the name of. My goodness. I also have to get around to watching the one that's about the magical girls, but it's like fucked up. All I remember is that it's got the little white creature thing and the girl with the pink hair, and that's all I remember about that one. I haven't actually watched it, but I've known about it for long enough, despite not watching it. And I actually have to like get around to it because I heard it's pretty good. Subversion of expectations and all that jazz. I also have to finish Wish from Mercury, which I think I've watched most of Wish from Mercury, and then I stopped at like episode 20 something. Goodness gracious. Okay, I found the scene where the ship crashes on my stream. Let's see, how do I screenshot this real quick? I'm gonna have to go back, and then I'm gonna have to really quickly try and do this. There we go. That's the best I'm gonna be able to do. Black Clover is pretty good as well. Need to catch up. Oh, Black Clover. I never got around to that one. I remember that one sort of popping off too, though. When it, like, I suppose when it first came out. There's a lot of, like, good shows now. Like, just kind of getting pumped out. it feels like anime is now at a kind of, not upswing. It's been in an upswing arguably for a long time. But how do you say? Like, I guess it's just more mainstream now, isn't it? Hmm. That has its ups and its downs, mind you, but at least we get some good stuff out of it every now and again. Alright, I found the thumbnail that I wish to use, or, well, found the photograph that I wish to take. I'm gonna have to try to put this in the thing appropriately. It's gonna look grainy. Eh, just stretch it out. It'll be fine. There we go. Grainy ass little little picture. Uh, where's the Dead Space logo? I had it here a second ago. There we go. It almost looks like this is gonna be like a like a Calypse thing. It's just a ship crashing at you. Where's the little bubble? I think the only bubble. I got this one. This program is a little. It's a little nitpicky with what it wishes to give me in terms of little things, because this doesn't fit all that well into that. Let me see if I can find another one that's similar to that. Okay, see all. I might just put normal text up there. I'm not sure if I can flip these. Oh, there we go. If I can flip it, it might be a little bit useful. I guess I could figure that out right now. Probably want the long one, don't I? Okay, it is flippable if I do wish to flip the thing. Might want it from the angle where it's like kind of pointing upward. Maybe if I do it this way, have the bubble up here, that might be better. I can flip it upside down as well. That's also a thing I can do. Let me see if this works out. No, because this way it has a lot more space. So, flip. Maybe have it like that a little bit. It's gonna be so hard to tell what this is. It's just like, why is this thumbnail so grainy? Okay, text box. We might need to elongate this. If I could actually manage how thin and wide this is, that would be better. But it is what it is. Twist this way. We're gonna have to make it smaller. We're gonna have to make it way smaller, actually. After you watched Stardust Crusaders, nothing else measures up. Oh my god, dude. JoJo's Bizarre Adventure is so good. It's so good. It is actually so good. I don't even understand how someone can make something that good. You're right though. You're right. Nothing can measure up to that sort of manliness. Well, we'll put it that way. Oh man. I do want to watch some like mecha shows as well. There's not a lot of those. Dude, the mecha genre gets such a bad reputation, mainly because of what's it called? Was it Darling X or something like that? Just because of like one mecha anime and that's it. The rest of the genre gets shafted. Okay. Push it over here. Let's see if we can fit this. Gotta squish the words in there so that they actually fit. There we go. And then add my panicking face somewhere around there. actually have to find it though. Do 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 do. There we go. Maybe I'll add it just over here. Just kind of panic up here in the corner. What if I put this up here instead? Nah, because that blocks the ship. I could leave it down here. And then just kind of... There we go. Just keep myself in the corner. I have to get closer to kick your ass. Peak writing. Have you seen the old OVAs for JoJo's Bizarre Adventure? I haven't seen it, but I've seen the one clip where fucking Dio just gets fucking punted onto a just gets punted towards the damn taxi. I don't know why that scene specifically is so funny. Just boom boom. Just cool. I don't know. It just tickles my brain the right way to see someone bouncing off from one object to another at a violent amount of speed. They can never replicate that correctly in so many shows. There we go. Okay. Thumbnail number 2. 2 out of 6 done. We gotta get another one done for Daggerfall. I'll save Daggerfall for last, and then I'm gonna have to figure out how to do one for Zato, because I could probably take a thing from Steam itself, actually. You'll have to look into it. Gurren Lagann will always be will always have a special place in your heart. Oh, Gurren Lagann, right. Dude, I completely forget Gurren Lagann exists. Is Gurren Lagann... Hold on, I might be thinking Dio and Reverse Flash are tied for biggest haters. Absolutely. Are you kidding me? Okay, Megatron is up there too, though, because Megatron's beef with Optimus is like literally canonically thousands upon thousands of years. Those two have been fighting since like before humanity was even an animal. So I would put him up there for like biggest hater, you know? Daggerfall. Where's my... Okay, the Iliad. I guess I'll have to do part 4, because that's what I'm on, I suppose. Iliad is gonna take me, I guess, 3 more streams in theory. It's only like 20-something books, I think. I gotta check on the Iliad again, because I think last time I stopped on chapter 3, maybe? I actually don't remember when I stopped on the Iliad. Let me see. I really need to like write down some kind of bookmark or something. Some kind of note so that I know. How many books in total? Because each book is basically a chapter. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Oh, it's actually just 16? Okay, just 16. Okay, so we're actually close. If I did stop at 9, then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 is all that's left. So I'm gonna have to make... If I want to... I could theoretically get this one done in the next time that I read this. Not impossible. Then I think I still have to find the story that technically takes place before the Iliad, because I don't know which one that is. I started the Iliad specifically because I thought that one was the story I thought it was, but it's not. That's when they're already over in at Troy. And then after the Iliad is the Odyssey, but I want to read the one where it's people trying to court... What's her name? Helen? I think it was Helen. Helen the Spartan lady that gets yoinked. You know, that one. There's the set of stories or quote unquote books, which are really chapters by our standards today, which is like a bunch of kings and princes and whatnot trying to court the woman, and Odysseus, being the smart lad that he is also kind of indirectly responsible for the Trojan War happening, because he's the reason that the whole oaths are taken with the if I remember correctly, it was that the father of Helen was like concerned because he's like, damn, so many guys want to have my daughter as their wife, and that's an issue because I'm scared that a bunch of them are gonna get mad and then wage war on me for not choosing them. And then Odysseus was like, hey, if you make them all swear to protect not only Helen but whoever Helen's husband is, just to attempt to court her, then hey, they'll have to uphold that promise, and therefore they won't wage war on you or your daughter or any of that. And then that's why everybody goes to Troy because they have to uphold that promise. And promises are very important in the ancient world. I'll keep that same face. Why not? Just name it part 4. All right, easy peasy. I didn't download it, I think. I didn't finish downloading it and I already X'd out of that. Okay, let me see if I actually have it. If I don't, I'll just click back on it. Share, download, download, and actually be patient for like 3 seconds. There we go. Next thumbnail was... Okay, we already got Dead Space, the Iliad. We got 100 of Parenting. We've got Dead Space. I don't know what I'll do for the Christmas one. You'd have a mock reality show of the Trojan War. Dude, honestly, that might... I don't know if you could... how that would work, though. I guess it could involve, like... Because there are a lot of characters. To be fair, there's a lot, like... Dude, there's literally a chapter that was just names of guys and where they came from for both sides. Literally a whole chapter of just that. It was... And technically speaking, it wasn't even all of them. Because, like, in the actual story... He's like, the like, play Homer, I guess, because he's the one writing it. It's like, Muse, forgive me, or something basically along the lines of, I can't name everybody, but here's a name of people that were here for the Trojans, and then here's a name of people that were here for, the not Trojans. And it's like the whole thing is just this guy from this place whose father is this guy from that place whose brother is this one who's also from this place. And it's like, oh my god. It's so long. It's so ridiculously long. I'm thankful that we had not have to go through another one of those. Daggerfall. I need to make one for Daggerfall. Yeah, I didn't make one for Daggerfall. What was I thinking? Okay. I need to make one for Daggerfall. Let's do number 3. Do I have another screenshot somewhere in my folders here? I guess the one with the rock. This is just a rock. It would be kind of funny to use that, though. Upload. Let's see, where's that funny little rock? You go away. Rock. There we go. Just a rock. This should be the thumbnail. Rock. Maybe I'll add Padorularo somewhere around there. Here we go. Can I make him tiny? And then layer it a little bit back. There we go. Doesn't even make sense. If I lower this, oh man, I wish I had a more an angle that looks a little bit more up so that this could fit properly. It's not just a rock, it's a boulder. I think that's how it goes, right? Anime letdown. Do I take game suggestions? Of course I do. That doesn't mean I will play them, but you can, you can be like, "Hey, have you checked out this thing or that thing?" I don't mind it. I don't mind it at all. Especially if they're like interesting looking. I do tend to like some stuff without, just by looking at it. Sure, let that be the thumbnail. Why not? Okay, that's one, two, three, four. Hold on. Iliad space. That one's done. That one's done. Zato and Christmas stream are gonna be ones I need to figure out. For Zato, I think I can just go to Steam and probably download the thing. I think that one should be relatively. It might be just a one stream game or a two stream game. I'm not sure. Just because I can't find all that much information on Zato, and I forget that if I do that, it exits out the damn thing. And where's Steam? There we go. Steam. Where's the? I could probably okay. Steam's not the best place to get a photo from for this game. Itch.io had it right. Let's go to Itch.io. Zato. Okay. Wasn't it literally called a Zato? Oh man. I can't seem to find it. The Soul Reaver remake sounds right up my alley. Goth vampire aesthetics soaked in melodrama. Soul Reaver, huh? Soul Reaver. Let me look that one up. Soul Reaver. That sounds familiar. Why does that sound familiar? Did I watch somebody pull? Let me see. The intro cinematic is peak. You say the remake. Soul Reaver remake. I'm imagining it's available on Steam. Soul Reaver There's a remaster. No, okay. Soul Reaver. What if I just look Soul Reaver? Soul Reaver 1 and 2 remaster. That's Legacy of Kain, though. Is that what you mean? Legacy of Kain? There's Dark Chronicles, the Soul Reaver, but I think that's something else. I've definitely seen people play Legacy of Kain, though. That much is I'm certain of. It's a cool little game. This came out when? Remaster came out 2024. Yes? Okay. It's only $15. Holy shit. I'll definitely consider it. I just gotta put some shashing in my account, but outside of that, yeah, it's 50% off. Soul Reaver 1 and 2. Or, yeah, Both remastered, I assume. Alright, let me put that in my wish list, or yeah, I'll put it right there so that I don't forget it. I have heard it's a little clunky, because I remember watching a specific streamer play it, not for long, so I don't know much about it, but I remember her playing it, and some of the controls being a little clunky, just a little bit. That's alright though. Old games are as such for good reason. There we go. There's the game I was looking for. I need to open up this in a new tab. Save image as Zato. Bring this over. Well, I guess I can grab up something. How do I do this again? I can make a copy of something. Make a copy. So it's in the same dimensions. Erase that. Zato 1. Erase that. Go here. Bring about this one. Right in the center. There we go. This one's more of a visual novel, which I do tend to enjoy. I need to look up more visual novels. Issue with a lot of visual novels, though, is that they're long as hell. Like, the good ones... I guess it also depends on what kind of genre of visual novel you're talking about, because technically, like, Danganronpa is a visual novel, and those are, those work differently than your traditional visual novels. I guess it's also, you could argue it's a point-and-click adventure, sort of, kind of, because you technically, at least in the original Danganronpa games, you have to, like, click around to get around, So, like, it really depends on how you're looking at it. It's been a long while. I need to, like, at least have one, one visual novel, once a week. We'll just have a normal Yolotl. Wait, do I play that on a Friday? I gotta look at the schedule. I do play that on a Friday. That means Femlotl has to be on the thumbnail. Where is Femlotl? There you are. Okay, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Crimme. I still don't know. You know what? Fuck it. I'll just go down to the liquor store fucking tomorrow. I gotta figure out how I want the thumbnail for Thursday's thing to go through, or how to. Why can't I speak correctly? I need to figure out what I want to make it look like. Christmas. Because I am planning to do karaoke. I did kind of half-ass promise to do karaoke on Christmas. Which means I need to look for a background that's all Christmassy. Kahoot? No, noob nerd. We are not doing Kahoot. But hail to thee, how do you do? It's been a while, noob. How has your life been? How are things? Have you exploded yet? Clearly not, because you're here. I could probably do it on the same thing. Considering... I mean, if we need to remake this thumbnail, it's very easy to do so. So I'll just erase that. Christmas. K. It Chrimbas. Merry Chrysler. Finished up fairies, gingerbread men, and doodles. Ooh. Finished up. I don't know what you mean by fairies. I know what what gingerbread men are, so that's good. With a hint of dinosaur in the second. Yeah? A hint of dinosaur? Lovely. What's your favorite dinosaur? I don't have one at the top of my head. So I don't expect anyone to have one at the top of their heads. Honestly, I don't think about dinosaurs all that much. I'm not really a dinosaur guy. But I know a lot of people do, still to this day, enjoy a good dinosaur film or two. I think I just have to be a basic lady. And by basic lady, I meant basic lad. But my brain just half-assed, half just short-circuited and said lady. A whatasaurus? A gasosaurus? I feel like that's fake. I feel like that's a fake name. You're lying to me. Let me look up a little Christmas background. I might have to change the karaoke room to be that background. See for myself? I will see. Karaoke recommended. Merry Christmas from Charon Beta Prime. I don't even know what that is. I'll have to look it up though. And I'll have to look up that dinosaur. Gasosaurus, let's see. Oh, it is a dinosaur. Never mind. I stand corrected. No, it's not. Is it? Okay, it has a Wikipedia page. Derived from the English gasoline, blah blah blah. The only one species is currently recognizable. So what? Did they name it Gasosaurus because of gasoline? What? Okay, that's a strange reason to name a dinosaur what it is, but okay. just strange, assuming this is true. Discovering and naming the first and to date only fossils, albeit post-cranial, missing the skull, were recovered in 1985 during the construction of a gas facility, which explained the dinosaur's unusual name. Huh. No, noob nerd. No, they did not. Stop being a little freakazoid. Lies? No, I am reading the Wikipedia, which is always true and never once has been changed to fit the narrative of anyone who's ever written in it. What else do I have to look up? Right, that song. That little Chrimbas song. They changed it to fit their propaganda. You wish they did. You have no idea. So many Christmas songs. Like, I am so unused to the way so many Christmas songs, like, their rhythms, I guess, are. That, like, I listened to, like, a little playlist and try to just, like, sing along to them. And, like, holy moly. It's kind of difficult. Like, there's a couple of songs that you kind of know. And then the rest are, like, from, like, the 50s or something. And you're just like, man, these are good songs. But I got no clue what any of the lyrics are. Let's see. Merry Christmas from Karen from Beta Prime. I gotta see what this is even about. Isn't this an Adult Swim thing, or am I crazy? Karam Beta Prime. No, it just sounds like something that would be from that. My walls are making noises. The Cthulhu carols are great too. Cthulhu carols? Oh, goodness. I'm trying to find the correct thing. Might be this. Jonathan Colton's. Jonathan Colton? Can you sing the Barney and Santa Christmas album? I didn't even know there was an album with Barney on it, of all things. With Barney? Like the dinosaur? I'm not sure there is a song called Merry Christmas from this Kiron Beta Prime. Because I'm looking through YouTube and I can't seem to find it. You might have to drop a link yourself, which I'm pretty sure you should be allowed to do. Yeah. You are allowed since we are purposefully looking for such a thing. And I'm pretty sure even if YouTube decides to delete it on its own, which it shouldn't be able to do, it's fine. I'll figure it out. That is not noob. No, I didn't tell you, noob. You were not the one given permission to send a link. You little hooligan. Hi, noob. You fooligan. You fooligan. How do I do things? I forgot how to do things. You are quite the hooligan. Yes. And you know we don't. First of all. Ay. 30-second timeout for you. 30 seconds. You have been punished. How the hell do I delete a message? I'm trying so hard. That's the ban button. That's the warn button. That's the timeout button. Acknowledge and proceed. Huh. I should figure out how to do this. No, noob nerd, you're not. I'm pretty sure you can come up with pretty basic reasonings as to why not. You fucking dumbass. That's the wrong button. Did not mean to do that. Man, I don't know how to do this shit. You are not a mod. I have unmodded you. I'm pretty sure, anyways. Now you have me on this side quest, noob nerd, to try and figure things out. Why do you do this to me, noob nerd? Why do you do this to me? Why do you cause me pain? I gotta take my meds. What do you mean by this, huh? What do you mean by this? I am 100% normal. Can you really not delete specific I thought you could. Huh. Why else do you think I was gone for so long? I don't know. Because you got life to do, you know? You've got life to do. People are busy, you know? They're allowed to go about. Nuh-uh. It's okay. Yeah, I don't know how to delete certain messages. Just don't do that again, noob nerd. Don't do that again. Mon messages, my chat, quick action. Oh, okay, that is not where I meant to do that. Okay, that changes everything about that. My chat. Okay, change that back. You're not real. You can't be tricking me like this. I keep changing. Okay, now I'm like messing up my entire Twitch thing. I am forever ruined. Anyways, what was I doing? Oh yeah, I was supposed to be looking for for a way to change up the background. Or the thumbnail, I mean. The thumbnail. Okay, this is quick action. I'll figure out how to mod things appropriately later. I'll figure it out. What else was I looking for? Okay. Christmas. Okay, why is it... Alright, that's glitching out weirdly enough. Christmas background. I'm sure we can find something festive, something that can fit the thumbnail. I mean, there might even be a few in a couple of sites I know about. You had no idea I was Santa. Where are your gifts? You are gonna get your gifts on the same day as everyone else, noob nerd, which is in a few days. I had to beat the old fat man up for this getup, okay? You know how long that took me to do? You know what powers this old man has? Plenty. And those reindeers were not easy to take down neither. Old man versus old man is crazy. You wouldn't believe it. But Saint Nick has got hands. He might be old, but he's still nimble. And swole. What do you think he does with all those cookies, man? You think it's just to layer up on the fat? Nah, that's all the carbs he needs. I better get you that PS5 you asked for last year. Man, can you even get a PS5 by now? I think I said PS4 for some reason. I'm pretty sure a PS5 is still like hard to get your hands on to this day. This one might be, well, it is. It might be a bit tall. It is very warm, which I do kind of like. You know what? Let me see. Maybe we can save it. You take that as a yes. You can take it as what you will. Whatever you will it to be. Okay, it's small, but we can make it fit, and then I'll try to make sure it fits about the same on No, well, I think we can how do we do this in a way that actually fits the screen? If we can find, honestly, I think this would fit. No, do that. I'm sure I've got the microphone somewhere around here. Why are you a child? Since when was I a child? Ah, jeez. Do you look at a full-grown mouse and call it a child because it is small? No, right? Oh, Shibi. I thought that said child. I can't read my phone from that far, okay? It is a little far. My eyes are not as good as they used to be. And also, how could you not know? How could you not know what this is? Have you never seen the little meme that comes out, you know? You know? Then why are you asking? If you know. What was I looking for? I keep forgetting. I keep getting sidetracked. Padorularo should be around here somewhere. Should be near the top, actually. So I don't know why I was scrolling so low. Okay, I only have one. Oh, there we go. There's the other one. No, come on. Just put him on the screen. You don't know? You were counting your pebbles. Pebbles. We enjoy rocks. Okay, now I need to actually look for a font that is very Christmassy. Let's see. Holiday? People forget that even Darkseid can't stop Santa. Ain't that the truth? Oh, goodness. I remember some things about, like, do you guys know that, like, Batman knows Santa is real? You should pick the Noob Nerd font, if only. There's Holiday Romance, but I don't think that's gonna fit, and I'm not allowed to use it, even though it's not. You know, let's just go with the standard. Can we look up Christmas specifically? Like a Christmas font? Christmas. Lobster 2. Why is there a font called Lobster 2? Very important among our customers. What's the thumbnail for? For Thursday's stream. I'm gonna do like a little karaoke stream. While, you know, inebriated, like always. It is a rule. Gelato will not sing while sober. Lobster 2, engagement, redressed. I think this is honestly the best we've got, but it's not, it doesn't feel like a correct, you know, holiday cursive, if that makes sense. It's also kind of, okay, probably should be white to actually be seen, and it's not that legible either. You're heading out, can't yap while driving, unfortunately. You drive safe, Cazador, and may you have a blessed rest of your day. May the gods bless you. May the stars shine in your honor if we don't see you around again. May you and your family have a good one, alright? Drive safe. Doom Nerd, last time you recommended a song, it was somewhat political. I guess it was mostly posting about, you know, a song. And it wasn't even what I was expecting, which was something relating to your previous statement about Barney. um, Mulattoes. Maybe we could try the other cursive stuff out. Let's see. Engagement. Let's see. Lobster 2. Engagement. Well, at least this is more legible, I think. He's one of your favorite artists. Oh, noob. His album is almost as good as the Peppa Pig album. Almost. Let you make this clear. You don't want false rumors being spread about you listening to children's Christmas albums. First of all, this is not to judge you for listening to children's Christmas albums. I could care less what the kindred decide to do. But, you know, why, first of all? I would wonder how you got to that point. That is what I'm interested in. Why have you gotten, or how have you gotten to that point? The kindred can be as normal or as not normal as they wish to be in my eyes, okay? As long as they're not doing anything illegal, I don't really care. It just makes a guy wonder. Makes a guy wonder sometimes. Christmas. Maybe it should be actually Christmas colors. What are Christmas colors? Red, green. And I'm pretty sure that's like the two, right? It's like red, green. Not sure if yellow is really a Christmas color. You do ponder. Pondering is important. White, I guess, is a Christmas color. I can't decide whether I should keep it white, the text, and gray. Noob nerd, be serious for a second. Be serious. This is important. It probably should be bigger too, right? And to fit better, be more like seeable on the screen. I do think I need to find something that looks a little less grainy. You are being serious? A gray does not sound... Okay, listen to your own words. You like how seriously good the Blues Clues country album is. You sound like someone that would listen to Kids Bop. Or is it Kids Pop? I can't remember. Okay, let me look up what Christmas colors are because I've genuinely forgotten. Christmas colors. Okay, red, green, gold. Supposedly. Which I guess makes sense. Oof. Okay, I can do that, I can do that. What an underrated masterpiece. Okay, let's see if we can make this work the way I wish for it to do so. Red. Ooh, that red does not look correct. That looks wrong. Maybe we need to play with the actual shade of red a little bit. Maybe like a... Why does it look not right? Because I guess like a darker, sort of like more toned down red would kind of make sense too. because that's sort of not velvety, but because I think velvet, like the material, like if you've ever felt those weird little red bows that are for decorations, they're kind of like they're not like a bright red, they're like a more darker red. But it also feels like it's not going to be easy to read. Okay, then we need green. And then a gold, they said, which is a little hard to get on this gradient type of thing. Like, it feels like it's just hard to read. Maybe if I give him like a... Hold on, I got an idea here. I have a thought. If I put another layer of the same words behind, right? But this layer, oh, is all white. Okay, can we make this fit like normal? Uh-huh. Huh? Well, how about that? What about that? Does that look good? It's a little it's definitely fixes the readability issue a little bit more. I like that. I like that. This color, yes. Yes, color, yes. I know, I know. Listen, thumbnails are important. They are very important. Maybe, should I put a little microphone? You know, a little microphone in front of ourselves here. I don't know if I have one. I definitely have one. I just don't know where it is. I don't know if I put it in this thing. Since it technically would have to be an unarchived thing unless I post it to the site. I guess theoretically, I can stream it because I'm doing, you know, the dual streaming now. Noob nerd, you don't know this, but I could, I guess, stream it on the normal, on the like standard live stream channel, and then post it on the second one for stuff that I can't technically keep up. You don't know a lot of things? Well, yes, I've been dual streaming for a while now. To both Red Place and Purple Place. Hence why you know the what? The Q case. Microphone, yes. Karaoke, yes, yes, yes. Thank you for your input, noob. I could actually find if I put it like here, though, in this little thing for the images, because I may not have done that. Almost as good as whatever that means. Noob, as long as you're not typing anything heinous. I trust you not to type heinous things in my chat. But I do advise at keeping things within a language that I can understand. Do, 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 do. It might not be here, actually. Yeah, I don't think it's here. Forgot I have this fucking thing. the fucking the Twinkie dog. Oh. Was that Yolotl in a maid dress? Yes, that's for Halloween. Halloween, Yolotl dresses up as a maid in this phase. Okay, I don't have the microphone in this line of things. Do I not have a microphone PNG? Really? I'm like 90% sure I do. Hold on. I'm gonna switch scenes real quick. Damn, you should have been there. You should have. You should have. I do. What's this called? Gotta see what the actual thing is called. No. No. Oh, okay. Why is it just... Okay, that's what it's called. Is that your room? No. That's the karaoke room. Okay. Do I not have... Okay, that doesn't even make sense then. Maybe over here in downloads. Okay, I don't know why specifically I have it in like that one scene, but I don't have it I don't have it in my own folders in my own computer, despite it being on OBS. It is a room. It is karaoke room. This is the room I'm gonna like change for Thursday stream for the karaoke stream. I'm gonna just change it up to be more Christmassy so that I don't have to do that much work because I already have everything here set up. Okay, what's this like file? Okay, copy that because it has to be somewhere. It has to be somewhere on my computer. There's no way it's not. If it's in OBS, that means I have it in the computer. There it is. Okay. Lordy. Okay, so I was just like kind of looking it up incorrectly. That is my bad. Probably should make myself like bigger, I guess. Maybe like that. Back up like a tiny bit. Keep the microphone like about there. That's good, right? That's like... that's good enough. It is fitting to the Christmas cheer. This looks pretty good, though. Yes, it does. Yes! Okay, download that, and I'm pretty sure that's the last of the thumbnails that we have to do today. Right, because I got through the Iliad, Dead Space, Daggerfall, Christmas one we just did, Zato, 100 of Parenting. Better than anything you could make. You can literally draw. Even though it's not, the Mona Lisa, you can still create your own stuff, man. You know this. Yeah, I think that's basically everything. That's everything for the thumbnails. Now we can just kind of keep yapping. Yap while I make the scheduled streams happen, because that's kind of necessary. Making new band babies. New hand babies. Nuh-uh, your hands are on a vacation to Fiji. Okay. I see. You mean a honeymoon. That's what honeymoons used to be for. People kind of forget that, but honeymoons used to be The thing your parents did after they got married so that they can have time to themselves to fuck. Like, that's what they did. You know, they said it was a vacation before they left. Well, you did literally just say they're making hand babies, so... Oh my god, I'm getting some, like, phlegm at the back of my throat now. Let me go over to this account, because I gotta make the scheduled streams over on Le Place. Studio. Let's see. Oh yeah, that means I also have to figure out names for every stream. Oh lordy. They're only hands. You're subscribed to only hands. Oh goodness. You're quite excited for Christmas, yeah? How come? What shall you do to celebrate the Christmas? Gingerbread man? And fairies. What is it with you? Like, I understand the gingerbread man, but what about the fairies? I don't understand the fairies bit. Nor the dinosaurs bit. I can kinda get the dinosaurs part. Everything else though is confusing me. Actually, no, I got what, like 7 chapters left? So 3 and then 2, I think. Yeah, that's probably how that's gonna work out. Change that. Let's see. Downloads, Daggerfall. Where's the Iliad one? I literally just downloaded it now. Am I stupid? I think I am. Did I once again not actually download it like a fool? It'll make sense. Well, the dinosaurs won't show up till till the 2nd, and the doodles are just the best. Those two are quite the doodle. What are you saying? English, noob nerd. Standard Americana English. Daggerfall, that's Dead Space, HDB, right, that one. I forget that I don't call the, like, Iliad, thumbnail, you know, Iliad thumbnail, I call it freaking reading thumbnail, which confuses me, but that's okay. Leave it at that. For Monday tomorrow, if I'm remembering things correctly. Yep, Iliad. If I do something wrong, I can still just remake the same thumbnail pretty easily. Okay, is this better suited for your tastes? It is backwards, so no. Okay. That's not how that's supposed to be. Okay, that's just being silly then. I got it. Because that's for tomorrow, so it shouldn't change anything here. Okay, we're good. I'm just being confused by, YouTube. What does hard boy mean? It means I'm a hard boy, you know? I'm not a soft boy. I cannot be proclaimed to be in any way, shape, or form soft. I'm metaphorically, metaphysically, spiritually, and literally as tough as stone. Okay, Dead Space. Where's my Dead Space one? There we go. Reuse settings. Change the thumbnail. You are an amoeba? Why? What happened to you? How did you become an amoeba? You're not supposed to just do that casually. And that's you know, a little... It should be theoretically impossible for that to happen, considering your previous state as a life form. You truly are capable of things unknown to me. I cannot forget that it's Sunday. I don't like that it's Sunday. Okay, that is good. Go to next, go to next. Dead Space is on Tuesday, so that's the 23rd. Dude, Noob Nerd, have you ever played any of the Dead Space games? Just a little wondering. Okay, that's Tuesday, making sure. Daggerfall on Wednesday, reuse settings. Gaming. Change. Sorry that I'm like a little bit quiet right now. I'm just trying to get through these scheduled streams, which I know are appearing on the chat for some reason, even though they technically shouldn't be. That's what I dislike about this thing. I guess it's because I'm doing this while I'm live, like while I have the program up and running for the mixing of the chats so that they can pop up on one thing. That you have played Dead Space. And what did you think about it? What was your enjoyment of it? Were you actually spooked, or was it just like meh to you? Because I can't say I've been terrified when I've played it so far, but it definitely has jumped me at random times. Wait, what is this? Right, Daggerfall. That's the Daggerfall thing. Okay, 24th, that's fine. Okay, is this not popping up how it should be? Yes, it is. Okay, there we go. 24th. Schedule for the 25th. I think I'm gonna need to... well, I guess I can just grab up this one. Take it out of this, because it doesn't need to be in that category. Doesn't need to be in any category, really. Change the thumbnail. I am glad that YouTube allows me to, like, reuse, previous settings on scheduling for streams. It makes my life a lot easier. By a lot. Oh, I have received a message from the matriarch. One moment. I must quest. Oh, that's my voice. I do not wish to hear that. I have to go and seek something out real quick. I will be back shortly. Sorry about that. I just had to look for some glasses that I did not find. It is quite unfortunate for my dearest mother, but I did try to look where she told me to. Alright, back to whatever the heck I was doing. I have to now listen to Christmas music for 40 something hours. Just to get it ingrained into my brain. Let's see, what do I name this particular video or stream? There we go. That's suitable enough. Make sure it's not under any playlist. Okay, that's good. That's grand. This is on the 25th. It's already freaking, It's already the time that it is. It feels like time kind of flew by a bit quick today, didn't it? At least on my end of things. My perception of it. Okay. Stream after that is Friday, which is... Well, how the hell am I supposed to fit that into... I guess I can figure it out, to be fair. Okay, reuse settings. Let me see if it's in here. What's the full name of the game that I'm planning to play on Friday? Let me go to Steam again, because I'm a fool who must check things 20 million times. Interesting. Interesting game Steam decided to show me. I love the world and everything in it. Okay. I'm starting to think that this game may not be on YouTube's little title space. Oh, hold on. Hold on. Yes, it is. Okay, there we go. I got lucky. How would they put those marks there? That's a little odd, but sure, why not? Okay, copy. Make a new playlist in case I play this like more than once. There we go. And then put the name of the game in the title, which is going to be taking up a lot of the actual title space, mind you. What's the game about? Let me see what the game is about, just so that I can figure out what to actually name the damn stream. Not a soul seems to be concerned. Uncover the mystery. Beyond her disappearance and transmit your signal to the universe. I guess seems pretty straightforward. That's good enough. Make sure everything is correct. I almost forgot about the thumbnail again. Friday. Do that. We got one more to go, which is the easiest to do because I don't even have to think about it all that much. Let me just refresh. Okay. View settings. Change. There we go. That is for Saturday, so the 27th. Done. And voila. Voila, voila, voila. That is the entire week except Saturday's thing, all, all straightened out. And I do not have to worry about this. Yippee! Ay. Do have to stretch though. Ugh. I haven't trimmed my beard in a long while. I have to figure out if I wish to do that or not. Or continue being a lazy man. I kind of wish to, though. It's cold when I go out, though, and sometimes it's windy and cold. Which makes me not want to do that. My nose is it's bothering me a little bit. Let's see, what are people doing? Let's see, is there anybody I know streaming? A few, not that many that I know of. I watch like one streamer that plays Overwatch, and then Twitch is like, oh, you must like Overwatch then, and every other streamer it shows me is just Overwatch. It's like, listen, I like watching the one guy, that's it. That's it, nothing more, nothing less. But Twitch doesn't see it that way. They just want to shove everybody else that plays Overwatch in my face. And that is not inherently bad, but it is a tad bit annoying when I'm trying to just find people. Find new people, you know? Man, I again forgot the name of another streamer that I kind of like to watch. Selin. Okay. Damn it. I'm gonna have to wait until he just randomly shows up again. I keep forgetting to like write it down or something. It is my greatest tragedy. Trying to find this one lad again and again. Because I also keep forgetting to follow him. Nothing interesting really going on. A lot of people have been doing their like last streams before Christmas type stuff recently, you know, because most people go out to celebrate, which is good. It is great. People should do that. Celebrate with your friends, your family, your loved ones, all that good stuff. I, on the other hand, my family doesn't really celebrate it. I mean, we have like a meal. That's about it. We cook stuff, and then we eat, and that's about it. That's how we've been celebrating Christmas for the last couple of years. Hmm. Fucking Heelys. Sorry, I don't know why I said Heelys. Just random just memory unlocked Heelys. What was that all about? Like, why? You know what movie I've forgotten about? The Tomorrow War. I think, was it the Tomorrow War? No. Well, maybe. No, they just got the weird freaky aliens that look the same as from the other movie. I'm thinking the movie that has the what's it called? It's the one where the guy is like a promotions person for like the military, and they're trying to fight some aliens or something, and then every time he dies, he like kind of wakes up at the same day, sort of like Groundhog Day style. And they have like these suits of armor, like kind of power armor with like guns and stuff. I forgot what that movie was called. I don't think it's the War of Tomorrow, because I think that's the Tomorrow War is like a different one, I think. Their little alien things do look pretty similar though. Don't know if that's related. Hmm. Ay, ay, ay. I haven't been on a roller coaster in too long. I feel like I've grown soft. I need to get on a roller coaster, like, immediately. It needs to happen. It is important. If it doesn't happen, at least a few times every couple of years, I feel like you lose a part of yourself, you know? Some part of yourself. I don't know which part, but you lose something. Something important. You know, I don't think I remember what a baby chameleon looks like. Do you think they just look like chameleons but smaller, or do you think they look fucked up? Because there's a lot of little baby creatures that just, like birds, right? Because birds are just birds, but like, sorry, birds with, damn it, words. Birds that are baby birds are just birds without feathers, which is why they look fucked up, right? But do you think other creatures that are babies, right? Because there's some that are inherently ugly because they're always ugly, like those little mole rat things, right? Those are just kind of ugly because they're ugly, right? They live in the ground. They got no need to be beautiful. They're just doing their thing. They're in the dirt, doing their thing. So it makes sense. But there's like, I guess there's, well, I guess tadpoles are like, you know, can frogs be considered a cute looking thing? I guess to some people frogs are cute, and therefore tadpoles are cute. To other people, frogs are ugly, but the tadpoles are cute. Do you think there's anybody that thinks the reverse of that? Do you think there's people out here who think tadpoles are ugly, but the frogs are cute? Hmm. Prairie dog. I don't know what prairie dogs like. What did their babies look like? They're probably also naked looking. I don't think they like exist with fur. Well, they probably don't. I think most little creatures don't come out with their fur out. I think like dogs do, cats as well. Let's see, what other creatures kind of are born with their stuff on them? Hmm. Sorry, I was just thinking a dumb thought. Hi. Ay, 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 ay. Another stretch for no discernible reason other than to stretch. Pufferfish. Pufferfish are strange. Or similar creatures. I actually don't know if there are various kinds of pufferfish. There probably are. I don't imagine there's just one. They feel like a creature that would come in various varieties. Sorry, I just like keep hearing things and I have to like look around to ensure I'm not going crazy. "1994 was a long time ago." Well, a generation ago, I guess? Yeah, that's all I got. I kind of forgot what I said like 20 seconds ago. Oh, my memory. My memory. It struggles to be normal. Anyhow, considering that's all I've really got in me for today, I think I'm gonna end stream off here a little early, and I know that's a bit of a downer for some folks, but hey, it is what it is, you know? It is a Sunday. I want to take it a little easy on Sunday before I, do my usual persisting until tomorrow, and then, we start a week that is new and more festive, hopefully, Don't know what the hell I'm gonna do for New Year's. Probably nothing, but hey. We'll see what happens. I'll worry about this new upcoming week, and hopefully it'll be a great one. So I hope you all have a great rest of your mornings, afternoons, evenings, and nights, wherever and whenever you are. May the gods bless you. May the stars shine in your honor. And I will see you all in the next one. Bye-bye.